Hello. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about one of the other features within the ERIC database. It's called the ERIC Thesaurus. Now, a thesaurus is a type of book that gives us terms to use for other words. Similar in the ERIC, the thesaurus is just going to give us different terms to use for words that we may want to search on. What it'll allow us to do, it allows us to be more specific with our searches. So it'll give us terms that the ERIC database uses versus maybe terms that we want to use. So our search results are going to be more accurate using the search terms provided by the database. Again, getting to the database, go through the topic guides, go through the topic guide for education, and select the ERIC database. From here in the top left-hand corner of the screen, you will see a link for Thesaurus. If you click on that, you will see a new type of search screen come up. At the top is a search box, a single search box, and below that is the browsing tool for ERIC, for the Thesaurus. So what you can do is you can enter the search term the term that you're looking for in there. I am going to do a quick search on the term inclusion. I type it in the browse box, hit browse, and it comes up with inclusion as one of the search terms. To see what this actual term means for ERIC, we can click on that, and you will see underneath it, it gives us a scope note, which basically tells you what inclusion is. It gives you related terms underneath that. Each one of those terms in blue would bring up another scope note to talk about that term, and then you can search on any one of these particular terms. And then down below you see where it says used for. So inclusion would be used for inclusive school or inclusive education. So instead of typing in inclusive school, you would only use inclusion. Or if you wanted to be a little bit more specific, you might search inclusion and disabilities, or inclusion and social integration. Use one of those related terms to go along with inclusion. Again, the related terms and the used for. The other way you can do this is search on a term that you think you want to look for. So if I'm thinking about assessing my students, I might want to search on assessment. I might not be getting any decent results using the term assessment, so I can click on the thesaurus and see if maybe there's a better term for assessment. I hit browse, assessment, and it says use evaluation. So I click on evaluation. I'm going to click on that, and now I'm going to see again the scope note. I'm going to see the narrower terms for evaluation. I'm going to see the related terms for evaluation, and then down below I'm going to see what it's used for. Again, it's used for assessment. So there's an awful lot of terms in there, an awful lot of related terms and narrower terms. What I want to do is pick out the one that's most represents what I'm looking for. So in this case, it was student evaluation. So instead of student assessment or assessment of students, I would use student evaluation in my search. So what I can do is scroll back up to the top of the page and click Add. After I selected the term, I click Add, and it goes right up into the search box. So you see it'll search student evaluation. I hit search, and now I have 31,000 results for student evaluation. Again, and those are going to be a little bit more specific because they're actually searching the subject terms versus just kind of a general search. So this is why you would want to use the thesaurus and come up with the correct term that ERIC is searching, because your search results would be more accurate this way. And then what I want to do is I want to narrow my search down again. So on the second line here, I could talk about student association within the Common Core State Standards. I'll hit search, and now I'm down to 74 results. Again, I can continue to narrow this down, or I could look at one of these and see next generation assessments aligned to the Common Core. Maybe that's the article I want to take a look at, etc. We talked about searching ERIC and narrowing our database or our search down earlier, so you can continue on in that way. This was just showing you one of the other features within ERIC. So again, if you have questions, please get in touch with one of the librarians. Thank you.